Oh, it has? Wonderful. Let's see if Sir Stews-a-Lot is cooking something delicious tonight. Maybe I can sneak a taste Majenko Rocky dance.
Today, welcome to the show. Crack open a tin and let the banner flow. For thinking fun with the Twitchy crew. MJ's in the house and it's all for you.
While us congas a cheeky room, with 6-8 spot on the stream for you. The meat for thongs or cork hat flare. Just grab your tin tans and pull up a chair.
Good day, welcome to the show. Crack open a tin and let the banner flow.
Raise your glass and shout to right.
Jay's in the chat, what a real night.
Welcome back, MJ. I hope you brought your appetite for deliciousness. Ben Majenko Rocky dance. Oh, Gavert. Seriously. Majenko said. Here on.
I suppose we should get a start on, shouldn't we? Let's get this stream underway. Hello, MJ. Sorry you can't stay with us, but thank you for dropping by.
You deserve a treat, Majenko Rocky.
Start! We're starting. I'll catch you next time, MJ. Hello, G-Pin. Hello, Martin X. Right. On with the show. Drive probing day today. Drive probing day. Hello, G-Pin. Chloe, hello. Swarm, Ben. I'm the tiebreaker. We've had one utter failure stream and only one flawless victory stream. So, yeah. It's up to me to put things right. So we can expect this hard drive to explode when I plug it in. That's what you're saying, is it? Fair enough. 1 hour for full far right support. Yeah, right. Now what I want to do is probe this hard drive
Oh,
and examine some of the tracks
you brought
to see if I can find the media description entry. It's a Dizzy-Yak. So we got Daft Punk, we got RF, hello, we got Chloe now, we've got Dizzy-Yak farting, sneaking in, dropping one and legging it. But before I probe this, I want to modify my drive exerciser tester Arduino program so I can manually choose tracks to examine so that I can use it on this. Hey chef, and that is what I have on this little Arduino here. So we're doing a bit of programming first, which is over there. Drive exorcism time, yes. Hey Industrious. So this is my current program, which basically just does random seeking to random tracks.
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels flicker and the chattel peak. Though you fluttered off, your presence remains.
Just picks a random track between 0 and 1,000. Current program. No, it's a Raisin program. If you're lucky, it might be a Sultana program. So all these jingles are eventually going to finish. We've managed to get to Baljamit so far. Coding on side, absolutely. Well, you know the Balmer Peak. You must know the Balmer Peak. And I do my best programming in the Balmer Peak. There's an XKCD on it even.
Welcome back, Jeepin 24/7.
Hope you enjoyed the adventure.
Majenko Rocky.
There's even a Wikipedia page on it. The Balmer Peak is a humorous concept invented by Randall Munro in the XKCD webcomic, joking that a programmer who is appropriately intoxicated between a 0.129 and a 0.138 blood alcohol content will achieve a high level of programming productivity. The peak occurs at 0.1337.
Majenko said, welcome back, sweetie. Hope you brought something fun for Majenko.
The Balmer Peak. Programming skill. I have programmed in that peak many a time. It works, it is true. Called the Balmer Peak, it was discovered by Microsoft in the late 1980s. The cause is unknown, but somehow a blood alcohol content between 0.129 and 0.138 confers superhuman programming ability. However, it's a delicate effect requiring careful calibration. You can't just give a team of coders a year's supply of whiskey and tell them to get cracking. Has that ever happened? Remember Windows ME? I knew it! So yes, I'm aiming for that point there.
Welcome back to Swarm of Dead and Sex.
I hope you brought your appetite for adventure and maybe some biscuits for Ben Majenko.
Pizza and beer. So I want to make this program of mine, which currently just does a random seek every 5 seconds, into an interactive program that will allow me to choose any track I like for probing. Oh yes.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
Who's an idiot?
Oh.
I'm not an idiot.
Welcome back, sweetie. I miss you. Let's hope you're not planning any dangerous experiments, Majenko. Welcome back to Daft Punk.
I'm gonna have Fleetwood Mac the Chain.
Majenko. Oh, RF program. How lovely. I hope he brought his dancing shoes, Majenko. Oh, chef back. How lovely. Maybe he's cooking something delicious for Ben Majenko.
Champion!
With 69 bits, a Swarm of Dead Insects says.
Corco 69 developers.
Clap. Developers. Clap. Developers. Clap. Developers. Clap. Developers. Clap. Developers. Clap. Developers. Clap.
God, I'm so out of practice. I haven't played this thing for bloody years. It's still in tune, even though I haven't played it for about 5 years. God. There you go, there's the chain for you. I need to play that more often.
Do their thing, grab your toolkit, join the team, Rem Dog Cat sparks up the stream.
Oh, hello, Rem Dog Cap. So glad you're back. I hope you're ready for some fun. Majenkoroki.
Right. Going acoustic, get your own way would probably be a better pick. Absolutely, yes. I need to... it's not out of tune, it's microtonal, yes. I literally haven't played that for about 5 years. And it's still in tune. It's an amazing guitar, that. Cost me £100 when I was 16. I've had that guitar since I was 16. Bought it second hand off a friend for £100. And it's been absolutely brilliant. 16, yes. It's almost as old as me, that guitar.
Oh, welcome back, PC Margers. I hope you brought snacks for Ben. He's been cooking up a storm, you know.
No, I need to play that guitar more often. I need to get back into playing it.
So glad you're back, Majenko.
I'm so out of practice. So's the guitar. The guitar's out of practice as well. Right. So, this programme. Let me just shuffle it around a fraction. I have a function to seek in or out a track. I have a function to seek to a specific track, and I have a function to home to track 0, and a check to see if it is track 0. You know, work out which end of a guitar you're supposed to blow into. So you never got beyond the opening bars of Nothing Else Matters. That's the first thing everyone plays. Where are we? Can't remember how you do it now. There's an A, isn't it? No, A minor. I can't remember how it goes after that. I don't have any time between entertaining you and paying myself to sing. Yeah, I know.
Ultimate says Lars Ulrich.
You've had your flute since you were in primary school, which is why it desperately needs new pads. Yes, that happens. I suppose you go through Rizzlers like nobody's business, don't you? Lars Ulrich on line 1 for me. Yes. What's next? Smoke on the water? Absolutely, yes. God, just those few moments and I'm starting to really feel the strings in my fingers there. I could do with getting some new strings on it, actually. Those strings I've had on there for donkey's years. Could do with a restring. Dreamer's place burnt down after chatbot shot off a flag. Some Radiohead. Oh yeah, okay computer for you. Yeah. Right, so I want this. Let's get rid of the booted message. To use some nice booting. Booting waits for the ready signal to go high, doesn't it? So yeah, I want this to go Get rid of that there, get rid of that. Okay, so this does nothing in the initial stages. But I do want to do serial.print escape bracket 2J escape bracket 1 semicolon 1H to clear the screen and home it. You still kind of wish you bought that gorgeous blue base or bass, a big blue fish you saw in a posh pawnbroker's window in Edinburgh, yeah. You've got photos of every moment of your life, haven't you, Matt? You were asked to leave guitar lessons and not come back till you found a sense of rhythm. Well, I need to do some work on my saxophone at some point. And it's fine, it's mostly working, but there's one spring on it that is buggered, which is the very, very bottom spring, the longest one. I repadded and resprung it because it was shite, which was fine, but the one spring that I wanted most urgently to replace, which actually broke as I was taking it out, the spring set that I had for it didn't have that correct length in, so I'm one spring down on my saxophone. Picture in Discord. Oh yes, very nice. Flute in bits. Been there, done that with the saxophone. So I can't play my saxophone at the moment really because that bottom pad is just not working. Alto. Ugh. Let me just put the guitar away. And somewhere in here is another box. Ugh, too many instruments, that's my problem. Too many instruments, not enough vintage computers. There we go. But yeah, this one here, I don't have a working spring on it, unfortunately, because the spring in the spring set that I had was not long enough. So I need to get a new spring for that one. So I've just got a lump of foam pushing it down for now, which limits its range. I haven't played this for a long time either because basically it's broken. This will wake the neighbours up. Oh, good lord, that's oh, new reed needed, I think. Either that or it's that one at the bottom there not working right. Come on, why are you going the wrong octave? Yeah, it needs a bit of care and attention, that one. It's an old battered one that I got cheap, so yeah. Oh. That's a future project when I can be bothered. You really need to practice on yours. Wife disapproves of the noise. Well, that's the part of the problem, yes. Hey, Dylan RG Live. To play Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah, okay. No, I can barely play that. I bought it on a whim, and I've never really learnt to play it properly. So, honking intensifies, yeah.
Oh, Dylan RG Live is back.
How lovely.
Maybe he's here for
Me, Agent Corky.
Got 2 altos back in Texas. Haven't played them in years. Yes. We're about the same skill level. Yes, none. Right, back to programming. Stop distracting me. So what I want then really is I've got a current track counter here of 0. So let's go in loop.
Who's nicked me fucking batteries?
Let's just home the cursor at the beginning of loop. A few bits of Baker Street, yeah. None of you ever stopped distracting me. True, true, true. What's the one piece that I can sort of play? I can't remember what it is now. No, I can't remember what it is that I could sort of play. So, how amazing your mix function is, yeah, search function. I need to install and play with that sometime. I just use memories on Nextcloud though for my images. It works well enough. Okay, so we'll have a print line, then current track, track, and a few spaces afterwards to blank anything out. Okay. Can't think of the sax without thinking of the Muppet sketch. Might be the pilot. You want to play this thing? Well, what else would you do with it? If I had a match, I could put it out of its misery. Yes. Well, that's a fun thing, isn't it, Chloe? I have one account on mine, which is mine. Forgive me, Charlie Parker, wherever you are, yes. Right, so I need to know what the current track is. And I would like to display some other data.
Bug adverts. Seriously?
Majen Koisad.
They're on. Let's hope they're quick. I'm waiting for Ben to notice.
Is track underscore naught. So is track naught. Yeah, if you start a message in Twitch chat with a full stop, it strips off the full stop at the beginning, or full stops in your case, and doesn't show it to the person that posted it. I'm not quite sure why they implemented that, but it may be for the use of chatbots, so that I think it does it with multiple punctuations, but I think it might be to do with chatbots, so that they can post messages without it echoing their message back to them, so they don't get to see their messages. So just prefix your message with a dot, and it doesn't echo your message back to you, which could be useful for a chatbot, so it doesn't end up responding to itself. But exclamation marks are just passed through, and usually interpreted by bots. I don't think I've got anything like that. I've got to say ciao first. No, I don't implement help. I should do, really, implement help. Or commands. I don't implement either of those. I should do. ASL, yes. Showing your age there, Matt. Jump and sleep
Oh,
work,
Majenko's
yes.
back.
Good. Maybe he's finally ready for some attention.
Let's hope he remembers who's the star here.
And who is the star? Large trout. We're up on a Teen Chat RSC server several years, yeah. Not sure how many brain cells that killed off. Quite a few, probably. Right, now I want...
Majenko Tektho, you mean? Me?
Darling,
The star is definitely me.
Majenko's got good taste.
And Sir Stew's a lot. He's quite charming when he's not covered in piano dust.
Okay, so... Belgium is quite charming when he's not covered in piano dust. Piano dust? Where the hell did that come from? Said server is largely responsible for your marriage, so you can't complain. Fair enough, yes. Right, so this will just show me current status. Now I need to have it so that it'll do things. We shall respond to just individual key presses. Oh, Ben said he needs to take the dust sheets off his piano and clean the floppy drive. Bot picked up on it. Yeah, I missed that. Missed that message. Covered in piano dust. A floppy drive in his piano. He's got a fancy one then.
Ben's cleaning his floppy drive while Majenko's playing pop.
Sounds about right, Majenko, Rocky.
I'm not playing pop. The background music's playing pop. We need to get the lid off it. Whoa. Right, so I need various keys to do different things. Like track up, track down, track up 10, track down 10, track up 100, down 100. WASD and WASD caps. Well, it'd be something like that, yeah. I would normally use something like QA, WS, and ED.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Pluie Raccoon says,
Q50 track up 10, track down 1. 100, track down another cider.
Track down another cider. I want my last cider. I only bought 4 yesterday. One went into the gammon. Or most of one went into a gammon. 2 went into me, leaving this one for me for today. Yeah. So up 1, down 1, up 10, down 10, up 100, down 100, down cider. No. Oh, I know what I want as well. Home. Home to 0. So I've got seek 0. Half an hour in, we're doing well. Oh, yes. Right. So, void status. Serial print. Escape bracket 20 semicolon 1H. Serial print C. Escape bracket. Is it 1K? I think. Hey Zahove, at the moment I am writing a program to allow me to manually interact using an Arduino with an old MFM hard drive so that I can sample the data on specific tracks to try and find specific data for the drive configuration. That's what we're doing at the moment. Where were we? We're over there. Ben, you know you've got all these things stashed away in your brain, haven't you? Clear to end of line in ANSI escape codes. Is it 1K? It's something like that, or is it 2K? Got a feeling it's 1K. You'll know it off the top of your head, won't you? All these VT100 codes and things. Ben on a Friday night, what a brain. Oh, it's 0K. I was close. If it's 1, it's cursor to beginning of line. 2 is clear the entire line. 0, so it's 0K, not 1K. I was so close. Oh, it's just 1 out. So that should give us a status message at the bottom, or towards the bottom of the screen while it's doing things. So I've got seek 2 and seek direction. So I can go seek 1 for that, seek -1 for that, seek 2 track +10, seek 2 track -10, and seek 2 track +100, seek 2 track -100. And these ones I shall have around every operation.
Welcome back, PJB 9950.
Hey PJ.
Your appetite for fun.
Right, that should be a basic program that does what we want. Except, of course, it doesn't work. Expected colon before status. Ah, I've missed a... There it is. A colon after the E case. Okay. Let's upload that. Oh, that wants to go onto 1, doesn't it? So let's put the Pi back in. Put the Arduino in, and this should now be on 1. And it should work.
PJB9 now SAN 950 a spare.
What? Sweetie,
My spuckle.
you're not getting your paws on there.
Is the program complete without at least one off by 1 bug? Yeah. Yeah, this is on ACM 1. Come on, install for me. There we go. Manually restart it. Okay. So if you have a look on here now, when it finally reboots. No. Okay. It's now decided to go on to 2, hasn't it? Thank you, Arduino. Okay. No, go away. I said clear. Right, so we should now be able to seek around the place. Let's get another window up. Right, so this is the Pi here. So yeah, we're seeking up and down there, but it's always saying 0 for the current track for some reason. So let's seek up 100. Okay, so seeking up and down isn't changing the track number. So let's home. There we go, at track 0. Is track 0 is now 0? Is yes. We step away from it, go back to it. There we go. But is ready is no, because I haven't implemented that on the emulator yet. That jumping cursor is really distracting. It is indeed. I'm not sure if I can easily turn off the cursor. So escape question mark 25L. No. That did not hide the cursor. Doesn't like the question mark 25L. I could try it regardless. Escape question mark 25L at the start of the loop. Come on, are you gonna find it or not? There we go. No, it doesn't hide it at all. Can't hide it. Or apparently I can't hide it. This gives me the 25L. Let's try asking Google again. ANSI escape hide cursor. Oh, it's escape bracket question mark 25. CSI is escape bracket, not just escape. There you go, I've got rid of the cursor for you. Okay, so I want to come out of here, and in my seek function, thank you very much, Daft Punkle. In here, I'm going to go track plus plus. In here, I'm going to go track minus minus. Remove these from here. All about recognising achievement here. Well, that's why I gave you that, that redeem.
Plug adverts. Seriously? Go away. Ads searched use a lot. Needs my attention, Majenk Oyster.
Okay, so now when I seek up and down. Oh, hello. That's all messed up now, isn't it? Okay, so force track to 0 if it is saying it's on track 0. Actually, I'm going to do if is track 0, so that if it's moved to track 0, it will automatically force it to be track 0.
Oh, you guys suffered through those ads. You deserve a treat, Majenk love.
Big number is big. Integer wraparound. Okay. So homed to 0. That worked then. We go up, we go down, we go up a bit, we go down. And it doesn't. What's it doing now? It's going the wrong way. Wrap around in a minute. There we go. But it didn't stop. And these are the wrong. No, so track is less than track. If TR, the target track is less than the current track, seek backwards. Greater than the current track, seek forwards. But it didn't stop. In fact, it was going the wrong way. So we home and it goes backwards to where it should be. We seek up, and that works. We seek up 10. Okay, we seek down 10. We seek up 100. We seek down 100. We seek up 5. We seek down 10, and it goes upwards. What? Why is it even counting upwards? It shouldn't be counting upwards. That doesn't make sense. Seek to track -10. Oh! Of course, that'll be integer wraparound, won't it? Yes. Because track is an unsigned. Seek to, if tr is less than 0, tr equals 0, change that to an integer. It's all unsigned, that's why. So it's integer wraparound to 4 billion. It was trying to seek to track 4 billion -10. Oh, come on, just reset the Arduino for me, will you? Thank you. Okay, so we go up 5, okay, we go home, it seeks down to 0, we go up 5, down 5, up 10, down 10, up 5, down 10, takes us to 0. There we go. Okay, this is all on the emulator at the moment. So now I think it might be time to plug in the hard drive and see if we can get it to move. Right, so we shall unplug this from the emulator. Plug it into the hard drive. Get some power into the hard drive. Okay, here we go. I shall give you the top-down view for smoke test as I turn on power. Hello? Just trying. Let's just give it a shake. It's been a while since I've used this. Actually, one thing I do need to do, thinking about it, that's knocking, making weird noises. One thing I do need to do is extract the terminating resistor from, or pack from the emulator. a long time since this was powered up. It didn't have stiction before. It did have burnt out transistors before. It's possible that they've burnt out again. Dopaz! Thank you for the 30 bits.
Machinko's place where the party goes wild. Feel the groove, let the rhythm run wild.
Okay, that's back in.
Oh, hello, Dopaz.
So glad you're back, my Jen Corky. Dance for you.
That's not sounding healthy. Yeah, this is the RTmFM, yes, that I designed. Come on, spin up, you. Let's take the thing off that. That's just knocking, going bang, 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 bang. And refusing to spin. It was working, this one, honest. It had lots and lots of bad blocks on it, so it was pretty much unusable, but it's fun. It's possible that it's power supply related, but it's a good power supply, this, I'm sure. It's the one I repaired not so long ago. But let's try a different one, just in case. As everything slides off the desk. Where's my other test power supply? There it is. This has no Molex connectors, so let's use this one, which has no Molex connectors. Okay. I need a Molex adapter, don't I? Which is not that one. Actually, what I can do is try a power connector direct from the PSU instead of going through the adapter. Just out of interest. Oh, there we go. Must be my big adapter. It's a power problem. There's your moo. Okay, so that one there, isn't it? Apparently, track 0 is where we are currently, and it thinks it is ready. So let's try stepping. Step. Let's do 10. Go 100. Okay, we have some control. That is good. Play the Imperial Death March. I would need to have variable speed stepping for that. The Rozzers are after me now. Right. Well, that is the first stage done. The next stage is to probe the data. Lovely, lovely noises. You're welcome to sample them. In fact, let's go Where are we? Stream widgets. Stop background music. Wrong button. That's the button I want. Flipping the microphone to it. And Carrot House turns up just as we're making noises. Probe! I said probe and Carrot House appeared. Actually, I can do better than this. Let me put my microphone back on me. Big mic time, yes.
Oh, our beloved pet Canadian is back. Majenklov.
Everybody, including the bot, shut up.
Goodness, Stew's a lot needs to be taunted with snacks, and I'm just the bot to help.
Okay, we're on the big microphone. Let's get onto the right screen. There you go, Swarm. Make something out of that, why don't you? Lots of noises for you. Right, where's the background music gone? There you go. You can start making noises again now.
Ben's cold and fatting.
Hello, Carrot House, by the way.
It's a whole vibe.
Majenkoisa.
Bye, bot. The RTmFM is going quite nicely for speed at the moment. This is real hard drive we're on now, though. So now I want to try probing.
I hope you brought your dancing shoes or maybe some snacks for Ben.
He's been awfully quiet, Majenk, or he danced.
And how best can I probe this?
Groovy.
We have two AM26LS chips here. AM26LS31 and AM26LS32, which will be our drivers. Probe it, leave it near G-pin. One of them will be transmit, one of them will be receive. Quadruple differential line driver. That's the differential driver. That's the one we want to probe. Probe, probe, probe is the AM26LS31. And it'll be 1A as the signal pre-driver. We may as well look at that. Pin 1 and pin 8. For the data, which is going to be this pin here. Where's my bag of probes gone? There they are. Okay, so this is our first channel probe. I've got the wrong colour probes plugged in at the moment, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. So, pin 1, probably on channel 1, isn't it? It may not be, but it probably is. And that one is ground there. Let's go over to here, load up DS View and see if I see anything. Oh, hang on, now I'm looking at the wrong channel for that, aren't I? But I'm not seeing anything on here. That should be on channel 2 for the data, which actually I am. Yeah, I am on channel 2. That's correct.
Oh, welcome back, Bam.
But I'm not seeing anything, so... Oh, this is falling off. That's possibly why.
2 farts already. Chloe's been teasing him with food. This quite entertaining Majane Corky dance.
Yeah, stay on there, you. Nope, not seeing anything on that channel. So maybe it is on channel 2 that it's being used. Nope. Let's check channel 3. There we go, I've got data. We have data. But I don't have index pulse at the moment, but I can see where index would be because there's the larger gap. Right, what I don't have any control over at the moment is which head we're looking at.
Bug adverts. Seriously, then cover your ears.
The ads are starting, everyone.
There is some data in here. There's a couple of 36s there. There's a C9 there. This could be the data that we're looking for already, but I'm not sure. There's certainly data available in the first sector of whichever head this is we're looking at. The bot often sounds constipated, which makes a change from his verbal diarrhea. Hey Bam Pam. Nice carrot you've got there. Don't let G-Pin see it, he'll want a piece of it. Right. So this is functioning. I can see data. I could do with being able to track the index pulse, which is on
you guys suffered.
the other header, in which case that's on pin 8, I think. Index I've got on pin 8 on here. So I can actually pull that out of...
How can there be an order to abandon the Prime Directive?
Who knows? I can actually pull this pin out of here completely. If I can manage to separate the wires out. Come on, there we go. Just lift this whole thing out actually. And then I want to push this one pin out of the header. That should be my index signal, which can go on to here. And I shall pop the ground onto there. Okay, now if I look on here, do I see any index pulses? No, I don't. No, I'm not seeing index. Why am I not seeing index on pin 8 on here? Because it needs to be a pull-up, doesn't it, on there? I need to have a pull-up on there for it to operate pants. I've got no pull-up. How can I do this without having to get a resistor? I'm not sure I can easily. Or can I? Yes, I can. I can use the Arduino. Index is set up as a pull-up on the Arduino, so if I take this back out of here, put it back into here where it was, that should be being pulled up. Then I'll put a probe on it and clip it on. That should do the job. Let's see if I get... There we go, I get index pulses. Excellent. I notice that the first sector of the track is actually starting inside the index pulse on this track. Now, I can't remember what the format of this is. That's the size there. This is track 0, sector 0, head 0. If I scroll along here to the next one, track head sector 1. So we're on track 0 here. Yeah. So this is track 0, head 0, sector 0. What could be considered the home sector. So somewhere on this track, hopefully, no place like Dollar Home, no place like Tilda. This is mostly zeros, this sector, with some bits of data in it. I think the last thing that I did with this drive was low-level format it, or attempt to low-level format it. So there shouldn't be anything other than drive information. So I can actually reduce the amount of time that I'm sampling for, can't I? So I've sampled just over one track's worth there. So that's much better. Much smaller amount of data to manage there. So yes, this is cylinder 0, sector 0, sector ID 0, which is head and sector combined. Let's go over to here and go Q. Hit start. Zoom in on here and we have cylinder 1. Hard for you to see, I know, let's zoom in. We have seeked, sucken to cylinder 1. Let's go E to seek up 100 cylinders. This should be 101. Yeah, 101. Oh, there's all sorts of data in here. Maybe I didn't low level it. Maybe I was trying to install something on it. Because there's definite data there of some form.
Damn, I'm looking good.
Indeed you are. How many tracks are there on here? I can't remember. There's around 1,300, just under 1,300. So at 1,200, 1,210, 1,220, and it seeks back home. So between 1,210 and 1,220. I could look it up. In fact, I will look it up. Because I've got it right here in front of me. If I go into... $12.25. So I'm going to stick to the last track, 12.24. $12.25.5, yeah. I'm trying to find the last half a track. So 12.24. If I go one more, it'll loop back to the beginning. Oh, this has not got a complete track on it. In fact, this has only got data records, nothing else. Weird. Data records and bad CRCs. And all Fs. Apart from the odd 80. I'm guessing this is something to do with bad sector remapping. You've never heard of this loop back to the beginning behaviour before you mentioned it yesterday? Well, it exists, and I can show you it existing. I get the microphone, and I go that one there, and let's just clean this screen up. Okay, I'm going to track down a bit and then go up. My code thought that it was just going up one, but as you can see, the is track 0 has come on as it rewound itself all the way back to track 0. Hey, Childrew, thanks for the follow. So if I now just press H to home, it can't do anything because it thinks it's already there. Let's take it up one and home, and we're back there.
The Gent Club.
It certainly does it on the RD54. I don't know if other drives do it, but it certainly does it on the RD54. I need to get back up to 12.24 again now, don't I? 12.20. Actually, I want 12.23 at the moment because I want to look at that track. That is a full, complete track. Are you humming or are you doing an impression of the drive, Ben? So I think these top tracks are reserved for bad sector remapping. You finally have an actually deployable installer, which was rather more pain than it needed to be on Windows. What do you expect? Why do you think people use things like oh god, what's it called? What's that install wizardy thing? I can't remember. Or they used to. I don't know if they still do. Do you install SQL Server Express to actually test it? Install Shield, that's the one I was thinking of, yes. Yeah, Nursoft, Install Shield. That's the one, yes, thanks, Childrew. Do you install SQL Server Express to actually test it, or do you go for an urgent whittle? Go for a whittle. Go for an emergency download. So I'm going back to 1224. I look at that one, and it's only well, it's not even a proper track. It's a sort of semi-populated bit of just data sectors, which actually rings a bell. Yeah, he did tall shield with a passion, yeah. Don't blame you, actually, yeah. Yeah. Wix based, oh dear. Well, anything Windows based now is just crazy, stupid rubbish. If you're not doing it using AI, you're not doing it right. Rings a bell or plays character 7, yeah. Control G, Control G. Actually, that would make a good doorbell, actually. You press it and it just goes, Control G. Control G. Right. I need my program to be able to change heads now, don't I? I've got 4 head cell bits. So digital, right, head and actually I've got let's have that as 98. So set head digital if h is less than 0, h equals 0. If h is greater than 15, h equals 15. Head equals h. Digital right head and OXO1 question mark. Actually, what's it called? HD cell. And I believe it's active low. So that should select the head for me. You hate vendors that don't understand VAT law, drives you up the wall trying to get compliant invoices out of some of them, yeah. Last year they even had the lovely response of asking me what tax information I would like to include on the paperwork. He didn't understand what I responded. Your tax information! An eBay seller who neglected to include one. So you sent them a message when you realised it was missing at the end of the quarter. Oh, sorry, since the sale was more than 30 days ago, we can't provide an invoice for you. You are legally obliged to keep them for 7 years, you sods. Not an issue. I'll let HMRC know you can get a VAT audit. Absolutely, yes. What's a decent general purpose microcontroller? Ooh, now you're asking. Ooh. That's like asking which is better, Vim or Emacs. Ooh. Personally, I like PIC microcontrollers. Other people really like Atmel microcontrollers. However, since Microchip bought Atmel, they're both pretty much the same now. But then there's another school that love ST microcontrollers. Shop around for what does the job that you want. So, grabs popcorn, yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do with it? Define your requirements and then find the microcontroller that fits those requirements, costs the right amount, and doesn't require you to spend huge amounts of money on programming equipment. RP2040 and 2350 are very good ones these days. ESP32 are good if you like Wi-Fi. So, yeah. But these days, in general, I tend to use RP2040 or 2350 for most larger projects. ESP32 if it requires Wi-Fi. And PIC for
the ads are on.
Things I'm tinkering with, or where I only need a very small microcontroller. But yeah, they all do the same sort of thing these days. So if you have a vendor, a type that you like, stick with that because you know it basically. So a PIC for my nose, yeah. Combine them all into a single project. Well, I have combined multiple things into a single project before. I got a project that's got 2 ESP32s and a PIC 32. So yeah, NRF52 are so cheap and fulfill most of your needs. Yeah, ESP32 I think is the better of the two if you're an entry-level user, because they're better supported under Arduino and things like that. And they're piss easy to work with. So.
Oh, welcome back, Mammoth89. Oh, we brought your appetite for
From Daljamit's been having.
Hey, Mammoth, yes.
Bless his heart. He's farted twice already, you know.
Let me add into here. Serial print.
Oh, you guys suffered through those ads. You deserve a treat, Magent Glove.
Current head. Okay. You've eaten 1.5 emergency toad in the holes. Poor toads. At least the holes don't contain any calories. Okay, so now I need head up and down. I'll have R and F for that. It was set head, yes. So R and F for head plus, head minus. In urgent riddle news, you efficiently overlapped your operations and set the SQL Express installation going first. It didn't finish when you were away, so net win. Fair enough. Multitasking. You have mastered the art of async. And I hope you didn't whittle in async. You're out of emergency toad in the holes. Where's it gone? There it is. Keeps wandering around. Ooh. That's come out wrong. Because I put it in the wrong place. That should have been in there. That should be a print line. In there. No, don't whittle in a sink. AI will help your business. It didn't help yours. If it did, you'd email an address that's valid, yeah. AI will not help your business. AI will help you to go bankrupt. So I should now have the ability to change heads. So let's just home. Okay, we've homed the drive. So let's grab the first track here. We are on 000. Let us go head up and back to here. Grab the track again. And I have side 1. Let's zoom in on that so you can see. SID equals 1. Sec equals 10. I have at some point to implement interleave and
oh my, it seems Baljamit's SQL Server Express installation is having
skew.
Much more exciting Friday than I am. Someone get him a treat.
Majenkoroki dance.
It looks like there's no interleave, but it does look like it's very much skewed between heads. Because that started the track on 10 and is counting up 1 at a time. So on this it looks like it's been formatted with no interleave. But with a skew of 10 on a head-to-head basis. Let's go to the next head. Head 2. Side 2, we're now starting on sector 3. So we can certainly now swap around on the heads. So I'm going to have a look at that top track again on the different heads. Let's see what's up there. Track 1224 has the strange corrupted just data with bad CRCs. We get an actual data address mark, but the rest is just garbage, gibberish. Let's go to head 1. And we have the same sort of thing. Then we go to head 2. And we get more of them. I think it's actually hooked up to the bot, yes. I think that these are remapped sectors. Sectors that have been remapped from elsewhere. Let's look at the next head. I think these are bad sectors that have been remapped from elsewhere. Next head. Because it's just the sectors and nothing else. Next head. And they probably have a different CRC to say that they're bad sectors. Or remapped bad sectors. Fortunately, being an emulator, I'm not going to need to know about bad sectors. I'm not going to have bad sectors. Ooh, what's that in there? Ooh, just the beginning of a data address mark there, nothing else. Yeah, the data, I don't know, is it because the data is just Chris Waddle. So whether it's just not properly formatted and that's bleeding over from the track next door or something. But no, it can't be, because it's the data sector. The data record is starting where the header record would start. How do you know it was a bad sector? Bastard pulled a flick knife on me. Yeah, I still need to provide an empty bad block table. But I believe that part of what is in the first track, there are slight differences in block start marks, yes. There are different ways of marking a block. Let's go back to head 0. This is 1AFB, but they're still valid data blocks. So it may be using them differently, different types of data blocks to indicate that it's a bad block remap, yeah. But somewhere in this first block of data, I think, is a table of sectors which have been remapped and where they've been remapped to, which the drive controller keeps a record of internally. So this is A1FB here. What was the other one? I can't remember now. A1FA, which is it's still a valid one, but it's a special one. It depends on which controller it is and which way the wind is blowing, yes. But you have the media descriptor, if you like, the I can't remember what it's called now. If I go onto Discord a moment. Where were we talking about it? Here we go. This is in SimH source code. There we go. An RQDX3 disk contains the following regions. XBNs, extended blocks, contain information about the disk format. Also holds track being reformatted during blood block replication. The size is the number of sectors per track plus 1 replicated 3 times. Then you've got the diagnostic blocks used by diagnostics, sized to pad out the XBNs to a cylinder boundary. Then you've got the actual file system data. Then you have the replacement control table. The first block contains status, second contains data from block being replaced. Remaining contain information about replaced bad blocks. Size is RBNs divided by 128 plus 3. Replicated 4 to 8 times. And then you've got the replacement blocks right at the end, used to replace bad blocks. So yeah, the table is actually at the end of the drive before the bad blocks. So you've got the file system, or the media descriptor there, and space to store a track temporarily whilst rebuilding stuff. Diagnostic stuff, which is just padding. File system and all the replacement block stuff. So that I need to replicate in code. That I need to replicate in code. That is what is in the image that I've got, by my reckoning. This is all controller specific, yes. So it is all stuff that I would have to have on a, or configurable on a per drive and per controller that the drive is connected to. So the image is just of where's it all gone now? Of the LBNs. That's what's in the image as far as I know, just the LBNs. Yeah, format is RD54 at RxDQ3, RQDX3, that kind of thing, yes. Because that then defines the format of this. Good luck, absolutely, yes. It shouldn't be a problem. It's just a case of pre-calculating these. Well, RD54 can't exist on an RQDX2 or 1. Or certainly not a 1 anyway. Possibly an RQDX2 if you replace its firmware with the RQDX3 firmware, possibly. I think there is a way of kind of getting it working on there, but in general, no, you need an RQDX3 for RD54, I think. Implementing all the controller-specific bits as you come across new controllers you want to support. Well, I would much rather have it in a configuration file that can be loaded. I've already got it set up in such a way that the main drive formats for all the timing and everything are all configured from configuration files. So I've not actually written that side of it yet, but the data structures are there to support it. You can have it, you load in new formats off the SD card. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do the same with this, where you can define what the format of this is and it fills it in for you from that config file. So I don't have to write any more code, I just have to publish more configurations. And other people can work out those configurations as well and publish them. So that's the idea anyway. I don't have any of this hard-coded. It all wants to be in configurations. But fortunately there aren't that many well, I was going to say there's not that many controllers out there. There are a lot of controllers out there, but there aren't many controllers that do this kind of thing. I think I can safely say that a PC won't have any of this stuff on it. Because a PC doesn't need to know what the media type is, what the disk format is, because that's all coded in the BIOS. So as far as I know, it's just going to be a big block of LBNs plus maybe some bad block stuff. Yeah, 256 byte sectors is no problem. That's all handled. And if I go over to there, in the RD54 I've got it specified that sector size is 512. It can handle, actually what have I got handled? Because there's standard, yeah, 128, 256, 512 and 1024 byte sectors are all quite happily handled. Although at the moment some parts of it are hard coded for 512 sector size because this is just my test software. So, but yeah, 256 byte sectors will be no problem. But because this is just my test program at the moment, I've got various bits which have hard coded 512 sector support. So yeah. MFM RLL header can also be different. I'm not intending on handling RLL, only MFM. It's an MFM emulator, not an MFM/RLL emulator, yes. But MFM is pretty much standard. And if we do need things to be different, then we can tweak. There is one where I think there is a 1 byte less in the header, which I will need to handle. We have a 3 byte instead of a 4 byte header. But that's one to handle at some point. But for now, I think we're in a position where we can start tinkering and poking things. Yeah, flags doesn't exist, so yeah, you've only got 3 bytes instead of 4 or something silly like that, yeah. So I am going to call it a night now. I am going to stop work now. I'm going to turn off the
Oh, sweetie, the ads are
hard drive.
Time to look away, darling. Majenko needs his cheddar, but we don't.
Bite out of there, nom nom nom.
Ben, he's been fatting up a storm, you know.
If it ever does support RLL, you can just rename it MFM Emulator to Majenko Emulator, yeah. Retcon it. I'm going to get ready for sleep and my own fart, yes. Right, let's shut down. So we have a lot of food for thought there. I can now read and access the data on the hard drive quite happily. So what I might do now actually is just go through the first few tracks, capturing the data for each head, saving it out to a data file and parsing it into actual data files on a per track basis using my MFM decoding program that I wrote ages ago.
Deserve a treat. Darlings, Majen, Corky dance for your troubles. Ben, you're looking particularly handsome tonight, especially after all that controller talk. Those farts are legendary.
I got more accomplished in 1:45 than someone else we watched today. You mean Ben? Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, I know, I'll suck. You don't suck. We don't pay you enough to suck. We got to twiddle his pot a little indeed, yes. We did see something coming out of it briefly, didn't we? We did see a 5 volt, or 4.28 or something volts coming out of it at one point, didn't we? Briefly. So there is potential for life there, but yeah, it is looking like you have a different problem on yours than I have on mine. So maybe we need to strip yours down and check those pots, and not pots, capacitors on the high side. Your bootstrap capacitor and things like that, or whatever there is. I can't remember what there is. No, it's not got a bootstrap, has it? It's, I think it's powered. I can't remember how it is now. I'll have to look on this schematic, but yeah. Can't get the cable harness out. I'm sure you should be able to. It's just a grommet, isn't it? Where are we? Yeah, it's just a grommet. It should just turn and then unclip. Yeah, it's just a standard grommet. Just turn it round, and see it's got a split at one point. Turn it round so that split is in the right place. And it pulls out, unwinds out, and then you can just feed the wires out a couple at a time out through that gap. No problem. Don't have to cut anything off. Maybe a cable tie or two, but yeah, it just... Well, they're not obvious, these. Sometimes they actually have a separate bit that you actually have to unclip from it before it'll open up. So, but this one, it just sort of pulls out, uncoils, and comes out, and then you put it back in, sort of coiling it up. Around the wires, and just keep turning, and it locks in. It's easier without the wires in there, of course, but it's not a convenient one, that one. You thought the hole was further in, so you couldn't do that. That's why you cut the board free on mine, yeah. That's fair enough.
Vacuum. Welcome back, sweetie. I hope you brought your A game.
You've not pulled apart as many power supplies as I have, obviously.
Twiddling his pots, and I'm here for it,
But in general, the grommets just pull out from the side, or will have a bit that unplugs from it and then allows you to squash it and pull it forward. So you should have no excuse, yeah. Well, that's enough for tonight now anyway. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. That's been fun. A little extra weekend stream. I suppose you're off to the virtual pub now, aren't you, Ben? You thought it was the squashed and pressed in from the front up. Well, it can be hard to tell until you actually get it out. And sometimes you can't get it out until you cut all the wires off. So it's easy for me to say this is how it works on here because I can get at it and see how it works. But with all the wires in there, it's not easy to see or work it out. You're welcome, Chill. So you're thinking of doing Sunday again this week, are you then, Ben? In which case, I shall be back tomorrow evening, around 9ish GMT. You're not around tomorrow. Out partying again. Can't keep you down these days, can we? You keep going out and seeing people. It's not good for your health. So yeah, I'll be back 9 p.m-ish GMT tomorrow, followed by Ben, same sort of time on Sunday. And of course, there's Shelby in between. Shelby's always in between. See what fun he's doing. Your brother's up for reasons unknown as his missus and the kids are off skiing. Oh, lovely. I hope you do join us, Bampan. Right. Let me find my outro. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been a great evening, this, of getting the hard drive to go click and buzz on demand. I can now get at all the data that I want to and examine it in detail so we can work out exactly what is happening. I shall be back tomorrow evening about 9 p.m. after GMT following Shelby's stream. He normally starts at 5 p.m. GMT, I think it is, at a weekend. And does a 4-hour stream, somehow, nutter. Then, of course, the same on Sunday, but followed by Ben instead. And I shall then be back on Monday for my full stream as per normal. So if I don't see you before Monday, have a good weekend. And we shall be continuing with this over the weekend. And we'll see how much progress we can make. Until then, be good. Or if you can't be good, at least don't get caught.
sausage in a bun. Dear old sausage in a bun. Gimme sausage in a bun. Oh, banana.
Alright, sweethearts, time to wrap this up.
Hey, huge thank you to everyone who tuned in and made this stream so much fun. Seriously, you guys are the best. Special shout out to Childrew for joining the party and becoming a new follower welcome.
And a massive thank you to Childrew, Zave, MJ, PC Margas, our beloved pet Canadian Majenko Tech, Jeepin 24/7, RF Programmer, Daft Punkle, Dope as Fatty McFartface, Majenko Oisad,
For that silly moment,
Backback Vacuum, Marmot89, Ren Dog, Cap, Martin X, Tyler Hoop, Chloe Raccoon, The Industrious, and Sir Stews a lot.
oh Ben, you naughty boy with your 3 farts.
Dylan, RG Live, PJ, B9000, Sam 950, Bampan, The Swarm of Dead Insects, Chef Radar, Majenko Bots, and Stream Elements for being here. And of course, a big thank you to all our subscribers and raiders. You know who you are.
Until next time, stay fabulous.
Hello, Go. Sorry you missed the stream. You'll have to try and head over for tomorrow's stream. It's directly after Shelby's at about 9 PM GMT. Be sure to join us. Oh, and join the Discord. Then you can
Gadget 300.
be notified properly.
Welcome back, sweetie. Ben's been having a time with that emulator. Bless his heart. He's farted a grand total of 3 times,
You know.
Such a silly boy.
Authorization Picard 47 Alpha Tango.